Hey, well, good morning, everybody. Bill Unich bringing you another episode of Mindset Monday, where we start our week on positivity and on purpose. And I'm coming to you on the last Monday of 2024. Yes, tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and then Wednesday we start 2025, which is kind of crazy if you think about how fast this year has gone by. So I hope you had a great Christmas last week. And as we prepare for the beginning of a new year, I always find it's kind of it's the transition, right? As we close out one year and we begin to start another year. And so many times we talk about, setting goals or resolutions. I don't set resolutions. My whole thing is around setting goals. But one of the things that I started doing several years ago is really looking back on the year, basically reflecting back on the year. So 2024. And to go back and I look in my calendar because it's been a year, right? And as I've gotten older, I don't remember quite as well as I used to. But really just kind of like recapping the year, looking at it like what were the wins, like all the wins that I had. And so one of the things what I want to share with you today here on this episode of Mindset Monday is over these next couple of days, and it's always kind of that transition period. If you have kids, they're out of school, and it seems like, this week from Christmas, to be going into New Year's is always, kind of a transitional week. It's a weird week where it's just like, hey, are we working? Are we not working? What's going on, depending on what's happening in your life. But I always find that this is a great time. If you haven't got your goals set for 2025, I encourage you to do that. But reflecting back on 2024 and just writing down, going back, look at your calendar, things that come to mind, like what were the wins, like what, and hopefully there was a lot of those, but your big ones in there. So I always talk about, hey, what are my top 3 wins from 2024? The other thing that I look at too, as well, is the challenges. And the reason I look at the challenges is that, what can I learn from that? What can I learn, or what did I learn from that challenge, that I went through? And it helps me, I think, and hopefully it will help you too as well, is to prepare for that upcoming year. Is that we look at it, because sometimes we kind of go, the year was a blur, and it's like, man, I don't know. And maybe you didn't hit all your goals, for 2024, and you feel like, I didn't do a great job. And that's why I encourage you to go back and reflect back, because I promise you, there's probably way more wins than you can think about right now in this. Because what we always want to do is go to the negatives, like, oh, I didn't hit this goal, I didn't hit that goal. Maybe I've added a few more pounds than I wanted to, especially kind of over this, the holiday season. But I want us to always be focusing on, like, hey, what went well, right? What were our wins in that? But also, what can we learn from maybe what didn't go well? If we look at our goals and go, hey, what got in the way of me, achieving that goal? And what can I do differently as I go into 2025 in order to hit that goal? If that goal, maybe say is a revenue goal, maybe it's a health goal that we just didn't quite hit, but what maybe some changes or some tweaks that we just have to make, right? If nothing changes, nothing changes. And so this is a great time over these next couple of days is to really kind of sit down and reflect and really kind of look at that. And I know that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm working on that actually today. And so everything I share with you guys is like, it's me preaching to myself as well on it. But I think if you'll do that, reflect back on it, and then it's like, okay, what do I want next year? How do I want that to look different? And what's got to change, right? In my life, in me, in order for me to hit those goals that I say that I want. So if not, right, we just keep doing the same thing, we get the same result. That's the definition of insanity, right? That's what Einstein says, doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So I encourage you just to reflect back on that, and then commit to what that looks like, getting your goals set for 2025. And one of my goals is for you guys to have an awesome 2025. And so as we wind down another year of Mindset Monday, I'll be going into I believe it's year 12 of doing Mindset Monday. I hope you guys find it useful. And I thank you for tuning in and for commenting and for all of those things. I started this 12 years ago more so for myself. I hate to say it, is like me is just to keep myself on track, because the things that I share on here, am I living those out? So thank you. And so on behalf of myself and my family, I want to wish you a healthy and happy 2025. I hope it's better than any year that you've experienced yet so far. I'm excited about what there is to come, and I will see you guys back here. Well, not only next week but next year. So happy New Year, and I will see you guys.